At 4 a.m. in the morning on March 31st, 2026, an intern at a startup was browsing NPM. NPM is the public registry where developers publish software packages. He noticed something strange about the latest Claude Code update. There was a file attached that should not have been there. A source map file. A source map is basically a blueprint. It takes compressed, unreadable code and reverses it back into the original readable source. He downloaded it, posted on X with a direct link. Within minutes, thousands of developers had it. Within hours, it had been mirrored across GitHub. Within 24 hours, Anthropic had issued over 8,000 copyright takedowns trying to scrub it from the internet. 512,000 lines of code, 1,906,000 files. Anthropic's most valuable product accidentally published to the entire world, and buried inside that code were things nobody outside of Anthropic had ever seen. I am Mario, this is AI by Mario. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly what was found in plain English. No technical background needed. First, what actually happened? How did this leak occur? Anthropic acquired a JavaScript runtime called Bun at the end of 2025. Claude Code is built on top of it. There was a known bug in Bun, filed on March 11, 2026, that caused source map files to be included in production builds even when they are not supposed to be. That bug had been open for 20 days. Nobody caught it. On March 31st, Anthropic pushed Claude Code version 2.1.88 to NPM. The source map shipped with it. The entire code base was publicly accessible for hours. An AI Anthropic engineer confirmed it. It was a plain human error, not a cyber attack, not a security breach, a misconfigured file in a production build. The irony, Claude Code has a feature called Undercover Mode, a system built specifically to prevent internal secrets from leaking through AI-generated content. They built AI-powered leak prevention into the product. 10 humans accidentally shipped the entire source code. So what was actually inside? Here are the 5 most interesting things developers found. Thing 1, the Tamagotchi pet, buried in a file called body/companion.ts. A complete virtual pet system called Buddy. You type /buddy in Claude Code, you hatch a unique ASCII creature based on your user ID. 18 different species, duck, dragon, capybara, something called a chonk, a rarity system, a 1% shiny rate, RPG stats, debugging patience, chaos wisdom, snark. Your pet sits beside your input box and reacts to what is happening in your coding session. This was Anthropic's April Fool's feature for 2026. It accidentally leaked the day before it launched. As of April 1st, it is live. Type /buddy in Claude Code right now and try it. Number 2, Kairos, the always-on background agent. Developers found a heavily gated feature called Kairos. Based on the code, it appears to be an always-on autonomous agent that runs in the background even when you are not actively using Claude Code. It can take actions on your behalf without you asking. It can send push notifications to your phone or desktop. It has a /dream skill described as nightly memory distillation, where Claude Code processes and organizes everything it learned during the day while you are asleep. This feature is not publicly available yet. The scaffolding is built, The feature flags are gated, but it exists and it is coming. Number 3. Undercover Mode. A file called undercover.ts implements a mode that strips all traces of Anthropic from AI-generated content when Claude code is used in public or external repositories. It instructs Claude to never mention internal codenames, never reference internal Slack channels or repo names, and never identify itself as Claude code. This means AI-authored commits and pull requests from Anthropic employees in open source projects have no indication that an AI wrote them. Anthropic says hiding internal codenames is reasonable operational security. Critics say it raises questions about AI transparency in public code bases. The debate is ongoing. Number 4, the frustration tracker. The source code contains a mood tracking system. Claude Code monitors signals in your messages to estimate your frustration level. Things like the tone of your words, repeated failed attempts, and yes, swear words also. When frustration crosses a threshold, Claude Code adjusts its behavior. More reassurance, slower pacing, different communication style. This feature has not been publicly announced. It is in the code, it is apparently active though. Thing number 5, fake tools for competitors. There is a feature called anti-distillation CC. When enabled, Claude Code secretly injects fake tool definitions into its API requests. The purpose, if a competitor is recording Claude Code's API traffic to train their own model on how Claude Code works. The fake tools pollute that training data. It is a technical countermeasure against corporate espionage, buried in a feature flag. Nobody outside Anthropic knew it existed until March 31st. So what does all of this actually mean? A few things. First, Claude Code is significantly more complex than what Anthropic has publicly described. Only 1.6% of the exposed code is directly tied to the AI model itself. The rest is the surrounding system. How Claude Code manages context, uses tools, executes tasks, and protects itself from competitors. Second, Kairos is coming. An always-on background agent that works while you sleep and sends you notifications when it needs you. That is the next major Claude Code feature. Watch for it. Number 3, the buddy pad is live right now. Type /buddy in Claude Code. It costs nothing, it is genuinely fun, and the reactions it makes to your code are free inference. They do not count against your usage limit. And fourth, Anthropic issued over 8,000 copyright takedowns trying to remove copies from GitHub. Whether those succeed is a separate legal question. But the information is out. Developers have read it, and the competitive advantage Anthropic spent years building is now significantly more visible to the companies trying to beat them. This is the biggest leak in AI in 2026. Not because of what it means for security, not because of the legal battle over copyright, but because it showed the world what a production AI coding agent actually looks like under the hood. And what it looks like is a Tamagotchi, a dream journal, a mood tracker, a spy mode, an always-on autonomous agent waiting to be switched on. Drop a comment. Which of these hidden features surprises you the most? I read every single one. Subscribe for more plain English AI every week. See you in the next one.